You don't have to be rich to move across the world. You don't have to be cool. Well, kinda. I would be lying to you if I told you you didn't have to be cool.
Oh, hi. How's it going? Me, Andrew, a millennial, just like you. Maybe not like you if you're not a millennial. Go ahead and keep on watching this video. Be enlightened by one millennial to another generational human being.
I don't know. Welcome to a millennial's guide to moving from home. One of the most popularly blogged about things on the internet is moving from home. Moving somewhere like LA or London or Paris or France, or those two places are very similar. And you just somehow come to the conclusion that you are never, ever going to live there. Why? Because it is just not in your cards. Well, you know what I think of that? That's bullshit. Pardon my French. A lot of French references, if there's any French millennials here. Bonjour. There are approximately 80 million millennials here in the United States of America, and I am here to give you some advice. This is my channel, Just Andrew's View, but this is a special segment I call A Millennial's Guide. This episode is called Moving from Home. Obviously, it is a millennial's guide, me being the millennial, Andrew, giving you the guide to how to move from home. London, Paris, New York, you're idolizing them on these websites, but maybe someday is what you'll say about moving there. And I've been there twice, is what you'll say when you're 34. However, you'll never be able to say that you lived there. All of these things that I'm telling you are completely opinion-based and are meant for just more along the lines of a guide and encouragement for you to be really productive in your own life and get these things done that you want to do, because ultimately your life is for you. We all have cards and circumstances that we have to deal with and run with. However, a change in perspective and a change in the positive thoughts alone can make all of the difference. But sometimes a little guidance and encouragement is needed. If you want to move across the globe, or even simpler, move across your state or country, here's how I did it. Moving from home. Step 1. Find someone who lives there. Anyone. An old classmate, ex-coworker, aunt's dog's groomer, a cousin's cousin. It doesn't matter. Reach out, because guess what? They can help you. And if you can't find somebody, Google people. Google people doing what you think you want to do, or if you know exactly what you want to do, find people in the position that you want to be in, shoot them an email, find out what it is they did to get to the point that they are at, and if they have any advice for you. Ask just for open-ended questions. Leave them the ability to let you have something to sit on, because ultimately, those people know that people like you are gonna try and get into their position one day, and they know there's nothing that they can do to stop you. So, might as well be on their side. Google businesses and LinkedIn accounts. Someone will reply back. And if they tell you that they can't help you at all and they don't offer you advice, ask them if they know anyone that could. Don't ever feel discouraged by another person's bitterness in life, because if you do that, well, you're gonna do quite a lot of discouragement throughout your lifetime. Step 2. Don't take any advice lightly. Don't take any advice lightly. Don't take any advice lightly from these said individuals. Even if it sounds corny, even if you think it's mundane or you've heard it before, let it sit. Keep it in your brain. Even if you ultimately do not end up needing anyone's help, the fact of the matter is that they offered it to you, you have something that you would have never had before, and most likely the option will always be there for you. Step 3. Gather all the information, research, Craigslist, Amazon, accurately predict how much money you're actually gonna need to make this happen. And I know that it may all seem very overwhelming at first, but the expenses that you need are very different from the expenses that you want, and it's very easy to differentiate between the two. If you've never had to seriously consider it before, you need to start thinking about your cost of living, food, your transportation, and transportation cost if you're gonna have to pay for gas or pay for a monthly subscription or something. You don't need a sofa or a bookcase in your new apartment in the first month. You need a bed, a coffee maker, and a microwave. Definitely you need a microwave. Trust me, you need a microwave. Moving away from home, especially for those viewers like myself who are or were financially insecure, is a huge leap into the unknown, where you are just vaguely unsure of all the troubles you will face because you've actually faced these same troubles before. Add being a college student on top of being financially insecure, and it gets pretty intense and wary and scary, but that does not mean that this cannot be done. You got this, you got this, you got this, and you've got a plan and you can do it, and truly, if you stick to this, you can do whatever you want to do, no matter what situation you're in, no matter what country you live in, no matter what state you are, you can do it. I believe in you. Step 4, you've got this plan. Execute it. Take advantage of what your hometown truly has to offer. And I know that it gets a little tricky for the people that are living in rural towns and rural cities where jobs can appear and be a little bit scarce. However, that does not mean that you cannot get a job and find means of income. I'm talking you need to explore all of your options, from fast food drive-through to retail cashier. This is the economy we live in. These are the circumstances that are given to us, millennials, in the United States of America, 2015. So, we have to do what we have to do. You're gonna have to start from the bottom if you've had no job experience. Find a job, make a list of multiple jobs that are in your area that you'll be able to get to pretty easily. Make sure that this job is gonna be giving you a steady income that is gonna guarantee that you're gonna have the set amount of goal that you have at the end of this 6-month, 1-year-long, 2-year-long goal period. It ensures that you have that money. If not, make sure that you've got yourself a plan to be able to get out of that job, better your experience, and get yourself into a better situation. Once you've found a job that is a good candidate that you know is going to give you the amount of money that you need, get the job. You're going to be able to tell them your exact availability, right? You're gonna have a bomb-ass resume, right? And you're gonna tell them about all of your ambitious goals. Because there's nothing an employer likes more than a young kid with ambition and self-worth. Step 5. Stick to your plan. Don't mess this up with some random purchases. That dress can wait, and boy, you do not need those new Jordans. Yes, I said it. Would you rather be putting on new clothes in your parents' house or in your own apartment in New York City or London or wherever it may be? Bonjour. And I know that there are people that are gonna say there's nothing wrong with living at your parents' house. And you're completely right. There are a lot of people that are totally okay. They get along with their parents great. Their parents don't mind paying for them for everything. Blah, 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 blah. And different living situations, obviously, some people must live at their parents' house. However, if you've gotten to this point in this video, you're probably not one of those people. And not only that, but you recognize that this isn't a video to try and belittle people. This is a video to try and give positive energy and help people out, right? Right? Okay, great, awesome. Step 6, I know what you're thinking. What could be after getting the job and saving up the money? Doing it! Doing it! Doing it! Bonjour. You gotta just buy that plane ticket, get on that plane, and get to wherever you gotta be and start your new life there. Wherever you go, you're gonna have a new set of problems, and I'm sure that you guys all already know this. You guys have to be 18, you need to have your own rent, you need to be 18 to have your own credit card. I don't know why I'm clarifying all of this. I'm like way overthinking it. Ask yourself questions like, do I need a visa? Do I have any credit? Am I gonna need a co-signer for my rent? What is a co-signer? Google. And last but not least, step 7. You're there. Theoretically, of course, unless you're watching this at the end of your journey and you are reflecting on what my video did for you, then welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Congratulations. But last but not least, I will say this, and this is probably one of the most important steps in all of this. It's very easy to get lost in your own world and to really truly forget about the world and everything that's going on around you as it is, especially in the city that you're going to be moving to. You probably moved from wherever you were to be able to actually find out who you are and really get out there, explore what you're wanting to do with your life. And you're not going to do that if you stick to the same stuff that you were doing back home, but in a new environment. Truly embrace the city that you moved to and get a feel if this place is really for you. It's your preference, and if you're happy there, awesome. If you're not, if you want to move back home, you always have that option. By doing this alone, don't let yourself feel like some sort of failure. You did something. You actually tried it. Actually saw for yourself whether or not you wanted to live there or not, and whether or not you wanted to live out your dreams here or not. And that's enough to say that you can walk away from this knowing that you can do absolutely anything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This concludes this week's video of Millennials Guide to. I don't know how frequently I'm going to be creating these videos. Bonjour. I'm putting my heart and soul into my new YouTube channel, and just know that everything that I say here is ultimately for you guys. I will see you guys next time. This is your douchebag uncle at your family gathering. Really? You're moving to New York? Crazy? Well, it's really expensive. It's what? Expensive? Really? Oh my god, I didn't know. Bonjour.